breathe heavily, like, oh gosh, it's over. This one's called Sculling. We were playing with sounds with Saskia Wolzak. She hosted one of the wordplay sessions. I was playing with the sound SC. Sculling. The sculling skill floats your boat, skims the surface of the lakes of your loins. The rowers skid into turns, oars scoring the wave-capped skulls with little dips and penetrations, skipping themselves like stones. Lust rises in you, not a scone, but a scud, as they scan the green scum. Rippling biceps scaled for distance. Something in the air, you say. The scabs suggest spring. Science, I say, but it doesn't sound right. Thank you. Oregano. Hippocrates, applying the slight branches to a leg wound. A youth, prone on his bench, stops his arrangements to wonder at the leaves ascending the pliant green stem. The fancies of gods are unpredictable, but the devout red mouth on the boy's thigh, the beetroot O of the knife work, the green trace dawned like strands of seaweed around a beached torso. These have a certain origin and outcome. The Hippocratic face sets in shadowy stone. The crisis comes on. The elder waits, holding the boy and thinking of a place where men know nothing of the sea, where a peace is made, where paddles may be used for winnowing. Full credit to Francie Luan, who prompted this next poem with the word midden. A midden forms in our living room, white paper slipping from satchels, from binders. We harvest the tide of our scheduled feet to feed it. It grows from our daily refuse. The clamshell sheets, ropes of tangled hair, torn sleeves of potted Dieffenbachia, the chipped trunk of a hand-me-down slow cooker. Until, sanitized by longevity, children play on bone slopes and grandparents rest in the shade, forests of cedar rising beyond, and she is left to beg me from the refuge of the bedroom to vacuum. The word drops from her mouth, a new white crust on a red shore. It's not a true story, don't worry. Alright, I have 3 more poems for you. Too long, but this one is short. This comes from a cousin who fell in a campfire as a child. In flagrante. When she fell in the fire, no one moved to her side except the flames. They kissed her cheek, her throat. The embers scattered like doves at a church door. The sand would say little the morning after. The sky claimed to forget what the burning wrote. Even the charred logs in the ring of stones would not tell us they lay with her. I've been working on a series for quite a while. It's not done yet, but I can read you a couple of second drafts. There's named after letters of the alphabet. This is J. The one where I try not to write about hooks, wall hooks, writerly hooks, double hooks, the short stabby sword in the swarthy hand, the sternum shattered, the eye dangling to see nothing but a borrowed god, the companions who provide muscle for the tall, thin one, the mysterious man with the opera mask and cape, the zoo's sea lion show, the ball balanced for herring, a drop of water, its trailing splash, an orthodox curl, the stick shift in third, urban driving, no children in the autumn streets, the synapse receiving impulse, radiant, tamping the powder, firing the cannon, the chimney and its tumbling smoke, the slight and the pistol, the bullet, its cylinder and conical cap disfigured by envy, by precedent, the cane broken at the toe of the stairs, the old man's arms on the banister as if lashed to a crooked palm in a cyclone, the U-boat's periscope, sighting Estevan Point, the elegant elastic follow-through of the venting, the shape of the shard cut in my little brother's soul on the rocks where we cast for sunfish. The sun-stroked ones stalked in the ponds below the soaring red-winged blackbirds, the ooze of blood, red and purple beneath the flap, the set of his 8-year-old mouth as I half lifted him, half dragged him down the cursive path, before the glass tears came smashing down his freckled cheeks. And, fine, the image that demands entry. Those simple iron hooks that studded the arches in the shower room at Dachau, and the men who hung from them, screaming, kicking, turned feral in their heads, while guards sauntered below in careful uniform. When I first started writing poetry, I was heavily influenced by images, and that is where these come from. They are the alphabet, but seen as imagery instead of alphabet. So here's the letter E. The arms upraised in joy, calling his name. The wild call, the ambitious madness of talking to him and expecting an answer, direct and unforked. The comb that ordered the black briar of her hair, the pink one that she left broken on the bathroom floor. The control tower, a glass stalagmite, calm and panic, death and life rising entwined. The right thumb curled into a palm reflexively, the body tightening. The purple bags my eyes carry home from the grocer. The secure flash of onion, the bulging eggplant, the softening grapes. The three-pronged plug that charges the language. The cityscape, the coastal range cloud covered behind it, towers resting their toes in the coolly damming water. The ribcage, a secret heart beating within. Those Greek battlements topping English walls, those crenels and merlins from which we defend meaning, the ledger in which we wrote the names of all who belong to us, the baleen brushing krill from conversation, the scorpion alert on the forest floor, its etymology, its action, the white stones stacking or nestling neighborly, melting from within into smooth, glowing breast milk, the chestnut tree over my grandfather's grave, its loneliness, and the way it calls his name, stately and triumphant. Thank you.